These people have made a record, a song about this thing. Again, people move all the other furniture out of the way. Put lights and glitter and glamour all on it. And admire this thing. Something going on with this thing. But let's show you through precepts so you can get some understanding of this as we build this up. Let's go to Judges 9. Judges 9 and 7.
The book of Judges, chapter 9 and verse 7. And when they told it to Jotham, he went and stood in the top of Mount Gerizim, and lifted up his voice, and cried, and said to them, Listen unto me, you men of Shechem, that the Most High may hearken unto you. The trees went forth on a time to anoint a king over them.
So the what went forth?
The trees went forth on a time to anoint a king over them.
So the trees went forth in a time to anoint a king over them. If y'all go back and read this story, you will see it's when what's my man name? The king. It's right there in that verse.
Jotham.
Yeah, my man.
Jotham. Yeah.
He was the king, but he had slew like 70 of his brothers. To get in this position. He was really not worthy of being the king. Mm-hmm. So y'all go back and read this on your own though. Read.
The trees went forth on a time to anoint a king over them. And they said unto the olive tree.
To the who?
Unto the olive tree.
So they said to the olive tree. Read.
Reign you over us.
So they asked the olive tree to reign you over us. Are they really talking to a tree? Read on.
But the olive tree said to them, Should I leave my fatness, wherewith by me they honor the Most High and man?
Read.
And go to be promoted over the trees? And the tree said to the fig tree.
Wait a minute, who said that to the fig tree?
And the tree said to the fig tree.
So these trees are speaking. Read.
Come you and reign over us.
So they say, come you and reign over us. The trees are speaking. Read.
But the fig tree said to them, Should I forsake my sweetness and my good fruit, and go to be promoted over the trees?
Read.
Then said the trees unto the vine, Come you and reign over us.
Come you and reign over us. Hamashiach often calls himself the vine, the true vine, or the branch.
Exactly.
Keep all that stuff in mind. Read.
And the vine said unto them, Should I leave my wine, which cheers the Most High and man, and go to be promoted over the trees?
Read.
Then said all the trees unto the bramble.
To the bramble. Now the bramble is like a bush or a thorn or something. Not even in the same lane as the tree, like so to speak.
Tumbleweed.
Exactly. Read.
Then said all the trees unto the bramble, Come you and reign over us.
So they picking something that is not even one of them to reign over them. Something that's not even worthy to reign over them. Read.
And the bramble said to the trees, If in truth you anoint me king over you, then come and put your trust in my shadow.
So come and put your trust in my shadow. Is that it on that?
No, let's finish it out.
Go ahead.
And if not, let fire come out of the bramble and devour the cedars of Lebanon.
So devour the cedars of Lebanon. So as you can see, these trees is speaking, saying, come, let this tree reign over us. No, let the olive tree reign over us. Let the fig tree reign over us. But you got to understand, this is not just speaking of no trees. But we're going to continue. Let's go to Ezekiel 31 and 3. Ezekiel 31 and 3.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 31 and verse 3. Behold, the Assyrian was a cedar in Lebanon.
He was a what?
Was a cedar in Lebanon.
He was a cedar tree in Lebanon. Read.
With fair branches.
He had fair branches. plural, branches. Read.
And with a shadowing shroud.
There go the shadow again. Under his shadows.
Come abide under our shadow, under my shadow.
Exactly.
And of a high stature, and his top was among the thick boughs.
So his top was way up there. It was high. High statue. Remember that. Read.
The waters made him great.
The waters made him great. Now we know through precepts, through Revelation and Daniel, when it speaks of waters, again, this is double thing. Waters being people. Waters being people. So the more people in your church, so to speak, makes you, quote unquote, in the world's eyes, greater. Read.
The waters made him great. The deep set him up on high, with her rivers running round about his plants, and sent out her little rivers unto all the trees of the field.
Unto all the trees of the field. Church gets so big, it becomes the mother, the harlot.
Exactly.
Sends out multiple. It's got little trees up under. It's like the McDonald's franchise.
Missionaries all over the place.
Read.
Verse 5. Therefore his height was exalted above all the trees of the field, and his boughs were multiplied, and his branches became long because of the multitude of waters when he shot forth.
Because of the multitudes of water, he got so many people in his congregation that he's just getting too big for himself. So his branches is just overflowing. The vines is everywhere. Read.
Verse 6. All the fowls of heaven made their nest in his boughs, and under his branches did all the beasts of the field bring forth their young, and under his shadow dwelt all great nations.
Under his shadow dwelt all great nations. Again, I want y'all to remember, it's double spiritual, physical thing that's going on right now. Read on.
Verse 7. Thus was he fair in his greatness, in the length of his branches, for his root was by the great waters.
Read.
The cedars in the garden of the Most High.
Where at?
The cedars in the garden of the Most High.
The cedars in the garden of the Most High. Now y'all gonna find out, probably not in this lesson, but sooner or later I'm gonna show you that the people are the plants in the garden of the Most High. Read.
The cedars in the garden of the Most High could not hide him. The fir trees were not like his boughs, and the chestnut trees were not like his branches, nor any tree in the garden of the Most High was like unto him in his beauty.
In his what?
In his beauty.
Keep that in mind as well. In his beauty. Somebody else is associated with beauty. Read.
I have made him fair by the multitude of his branches, so that all the trees of Eden that were in the garden of the Most High envied him.
They were envious of this tree. Read.
Therefore thus saith the Most High, because you have lifted up yourself in height.
Because you lifted yourself up in height, meaning you got haughty and proud. Read. That's what beauty does to you. Read.
And he has shot up his top among the thick boughs, and his heart is lifted up in his height. I have therefore delivered him into the hand of the mighty one of the heathen.
So I have delivered him to the mighty one, to the hand of the mighty one of the heathens, meaning the God of the other nations. This ain't the Most High right here. Read.
He shall surely deal with him, and I have driven him out for his wickedness.
I have driven him out for this wickedness. So we see that this tree got so exalted and so proud of itself